On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James, north of downtown Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, watch that. Check. No, 66. Watch the slip.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
On first down, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
28-yard line.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Brady now on 1st down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Cook. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Going deep here for Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the ground, it's Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got him the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Vikings 21, Buccaneers 7. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Vikings 21, Buccaneers 7.
Here's second and a yard. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they try the right side here, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Vikings 21, Buccaneers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
And it's third down.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 46.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 46. Now Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
Now a run with Cook. And he's out right at the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
2-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple of completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
They run again on first down. Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, here's the run with Cook. There he goes again. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing again. Brady. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 46 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Buccaneers 31.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
29, Alpha, alert! Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Buccaneers 11-yard line.
2nd and 4. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Complete.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They run Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 66.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brought down.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 36, Brady. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. From the gun, it's Brady. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45, 45, 45, 45. 50.
From the gun, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Operating from the gun, Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Ball carrier.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. That's some strong running. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going deep here for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. He'll get only 3 there. And 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. On first down, Brady. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack on first down, Brady. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go on. No, 66. 54.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.